Good afternoon. It's been a late start today. Actually, not really. I have been on my way and back from Zimmerman Farm Service, where I dropped off the spreader, to Messick's, where I picked up some of the parts that were supposed to be there. The rest got shipped to Colorado, of all places. And today I have a birthday wish for someone. And I have his name here because I don't know him personally, but his son Todd, I believe his name is Todd, Mr. Jack Todd, told me that his father watches my YouTube channel and today is his birthday. So, have a big, fat, happy birthday, Darren. If your last name's not Todd, it's your son's fault. He says he's grateful. He did not want his name on, or not, he didn't want me to read the email that he sent me, but it is quite obvious to me that he loves and cares about you very much to reach out to me to wish you a very merry, happy birthday, Mr. Darren. Mr. Darren. He didn't say Todd, but I'm pretty sure your name is Darren Todd. Anyways, on with the video. We are going to do an old classic OLF style where you watch things in a bit higher rate of speed and I talk through them. So, hold on to your butts. Alrighty, I gotta do a volume adjustment. Okay, so what you're seeing is Cody doing exactly what I told him to do. Cody has gone to welding school. He is a welding engineer, has a degree, and he said that he really wants to use it here on the farm. So I said, okay, you can make a new spreader frame. So he went with my credit card, took off to Fazio's down in South Jersey, where they sell steel. And yeah, so Fazio Steel, he picked that up. And he's welding this thing together. Now, this is a Newton Crauch spreader that is going to be going onto this frame. It was tubular steel, something like 3/16 of an inch tubular steel, and it was powder coated. And if you know anything about tubular steel, when you seal them up, there's always a place for moisture and stuff to get into them. And it started to rot from the inside out about 5 years ago. Repainted it, still couldn't stop the rot. Did whatever we could. So I decided that today, or this day, a couple of days prior to this, that it was the time to actually order the parts that I need for the spreader and get him to build this thing. So I ordered the parts, he went and got the steel, and he is doing a fantabulous job of putting this thing together. It was 6 inches. It was a 2x6 tubing, 3/16 thick. This that we're making this out of is channel iron, and it is 8-inch channel iron. The thinnest part in the web is 3/8 of an inch. So it is actually extraordinarily heavy channel iron. It's probably twice the weight of the original that was on there, so that is just so that I have longevity. These boxes, if you don't know anything about Newton Crauch or Wilmar spreaders or any of these spreader manufacturers, they're stainless steel boxes on top of mild steel frames. There's a reason they do that, and I know a lot of people are like, oh, you got to use stainless. You know, if you use stainless and weld stainless, you'll never have this issue ever again. Well, I kind of agree with you. The problem is stainless steel is brittle, and regular mild steel can take the flexing that stainless steel cannot. So I had him make this thing slightly different slightly different than what the manufacturer made it. As you can see, he is about ready to, I'll be coming in here pretty soon, but he's about to fold the tongue inward. And if you see how I have I had him put the rails, the cross members across. There's actually 4 cross members instead of 3 cross members. The original had 3 cross members. I wanted 4 cross members. The 4th cross member being closer to the tractor, past the box itself. And then I had him actually make the bend about 4 to 5 inches farther forward from that, because these spreaders always break at the bend, and the bend is generally at the corner of the box where there's a lot of weight there. So my theory, or my idea, is to move that bend forward, and that will actually distribute the weight farther back onto the buggy itself, and it will give us enough room to box that 8-inch channel, in which he did. You'll see it later on in this series. But he boxed it and welded it so that it is actually solid at the corner, and he is going to fish plate the thing so that there is no chance of that damn thing just cracking at those corners, because there's more weight on the wheels of the buggy than on the tongue. So he is taking a ratchet strap. I personally would have taken the chain hoist and done this, but he took a ratchet strap and he did this this way, and it worked just fine. And you'll probably see this from here on out. It's going to be a little bit slower. I wish it was. I could probably speed this up just to see here more, you know. And let's custom that. We'll go 200 and let's go 225%, and we'll hit that and see where that puts us. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, all right. So, yep, and you see me there screwing around with it, explaining to him exactly what I wanted him to do. So what I had him do, and I don't know if you've seen it yet because I was screwing around with the speed, is I have him smack that thing with the sledgehammer on the bend, and what that does is it takes the stress out of the steel. Oh, here he goes. He's going to hit it. Well, maybe you've already seen this. I don't know. It'll take the stress right out of that steel, and then when he releases the binder, the load bind, it will, or the load strap, it will not relax as far. And he does both sides, and then he'll weld it so that it can't spring. He did a phenomenal job, and it's later in the series, not this one right here, not this video right here today, but it'll be pretty evident as to what he did and the quality of work that he is doing. He is not only learning valuable life skills while doing this, he is learning, you know, that the joys of hard work and the fruits of your labor is when this thing is all together and we're actually in the field applying fertilizer. So, yeah. Yep, so that's it. So he's talking to me and I'm talking to him, and we're just videotaping away, and there's nothing more that I can say here, so I'm going to end it right there, and I'm going to take comments from yesterday's video. Thank you.
It says I read 10 pages. Up to work in writing. This story, it started in the 30s in the 1930s. And it's talking about his life as a and how the hell in 1940 he was 17, 1939, 1940, and what got him into the Army, I'm just to the point where he goes into the Army, and I'm reading this thing, and I'm like, yeah, that's why a lot of guys, he had a girlfriend, a friend that he knew since 4th grade, and she had a boyfriend, and he didn't realize he was madly in love with this woman for the last, like, fucking 10 years of his life or whatever. So he had a motorcycle, and he picked up this girl, and she was to go meet this boyfriend's parents because things were getting serious. At that time, 17, 18 years old, he was pretty much ready to get married at that point. Yeah. And he didn't want her to go, so he told her that he loved her and all this stuff, and and she's like, well, I'm not going to, I feel the same way. I'm not going to go to meet this boy's parents. I'm not going to meet this boy's parents. We got the girl home late, and she walked up on the stairs and up on the steps to her waiting mother, and she says, "You are so going to meet that boy's parents. You're not hanging out with this guy." And the next day, he ended up in the Army. So that's how that story is. I'm pretty sure that he marries her at the end. I'm almost certain I remember that. A lot of people did that. Michelle's grandparents only dated for 3 days before he went to England.
3 days. I thought you were going to say 3 days before they got married.
Pretty much, because 3 days after he got back from England, they got married. He sent her his pay.
Okay, so today's video is brought to you by Lock and Lube. If you don't know how to lock and lube, you don't know how to do anything. Anyways, that's not true. That is just what I said because that is the commercial that came on when I clicked on the advertisement. So today, I'm just going to talk about all the wonderful people that got back to me on my joke. And yeah. We got the 200-pound gorilla. I'm going to use his because that is basically sums it up. He says, that was funny as hell, you sick bastard. And yeah, that's about right. Sometimes I can be a sick bastard, but I wouldn't say that I'm that sick. Here's one of these people that should just go over to the unsubscribe button, the UN subscribe. It's real simple, real easy. I know you've only got 2 brain cells to rub together, but Mark Sharp, you are pitiful. You just a narcissistic fuck. No wonder you're stuck at 140,000 subscribers. I feel sorry for Tim. Bye. See ya. See ya. If you couldn't take a joke, you just need to go back down on Hillary Clinton. Thomas Crauch. Haha, you did not fool me. Yeah, I don't know. Jerry Faulkner says I should quit more often. It's good for ratings. I mean, the last 2 videos have been just unbelievable. You know, good subscribers, good content, or good interaction, and good comments. It's awesome. So, yeah, I believe about once a month I'm going to say, I'm going to quit. Ralph E. must have took this thing hook, line, and sinker as well. Yes, he is a asshole. Just a idiot. Yup, I guess so. Florida 4020. Bwahaha. Damn you, Wes, you asshole. I believed you. And I was freaking pissed. Oh my God. Love you. Thank you for not leaving. Oh, I love you too, good buddy. 4020. Florida 4020. There you go. West PA Pyro. You're an asshole. And you just lost a subscriber. Well, I lost a bunch of them. And then you go ... and you hit the show more and it says, haha, April Fools, just a day late. See you in the next video. Yeah, I'll see you later, West PA Pyro. Jack Parkey says, you and SV Seeker are so obvious, LMAO. No, I never faked an injury. You know, if you ever saw me get injured on film, it was true and it was real, and I didn't just splash a bunch of blood around a steel ship hull. But yeah, okay, that's okay. I know, I'm obvious. It's terrible, isn't it? I got you too, didn't I? Tim H. He just sent me a thing. It says, the first rule of an April Fool's joke is don't mention April Fools in the joke. Well, only good April Fool's jokers can actually mention it and get away with it. I said this is not an April Fool's joke. And I mean, right there, totally gave it away that it was an April Fool's joke in my mind. So yeah, I pulled it off good. I did. Next year it won't be so easy because I'll probably try way too hard. And then there's Ad Vander Velden. Ad Vander Velden, comment. That's what he says. Comment. I love that guy. Very rarely, you know, he comments on every single one, and I appreciate his comment, even though it just says comment. Please comment, rate, and subscribe, right? But once in a while, he'll write something, and it's totally awesome to read it. And he just gets me on every one. When he writes a comment, I read it, and it's serious. It's to the point, and it's generally very flattering to read Ad Vander Velden's comment. So this is an ongoing struggle to just combat the trolls of the internet. One lonely farmer versus the trolls. Eddie09 says, I think it's time to end both channels. Your desperate clickbait is an indication of these channels going down the tubes. Yep. That's exactly right. That's exactly the point. My channels are dying, and it's your fault, you lovely trolls. It's just totally your fault. You keep trolling, and I keep scrolling. Anyway, I just gonna end this one here now. I just want to say thank you to Gene Tomer. Gene Tomer stopped by the farm yesterday with a no drug, no doctor cure for vertigo. And it seems interesting. Yeah, I just want to say thank you, and it was great to meet you. He actually was at the farm back in '96 or '97 bringing ag lime for ag organic, or what the heck was that? Not ag, yeah, it was ag organic, I believe. And yeah, there you go. So Gene Tolmer, thanks again. And another happy birthday to Darren, and that will be it. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow.